You ever wonder why your hair doesn't feel as soft and pliable as it used to when you were younger? You ever wonder why your hair is not as shiny or doesn't look as healthy as it used to look when you were younger? Well, we all know that healthy hair starts with a healthy scalp. That's our subject for today. This is Dr. Dwella Moten Nelson, your healthy scalp specialist. So you may wonder, why is scalp health important? Why should we even care about our scalp? Everyone has these shampoos and conditioners and pomades and different types of gels and spritzes and hairsprays, things that we can use to style our hair. But I think it's really important that we talk about our scalp health. It's really, really important that we start there because all of our hair grows from our scalp. And so, of course, as your hair grows, people have different types of hair, different porosity, curly hair, straight hair, wavy hair, kinky hair. So there's different products that are specific to the needs of your hair once it grows. So we don't talk as much about what you need specifically for your hair because there is a million and one different ways that we can care for our hair to keep our hair as healthy as possible. That really will depend upon what your cosmetologist thinks is best for your hair to keep it healthy, keep it shiny, keep it pliable. But we really focus on scalp health. That is really our secret sauce here at Dr. TopicOils. We really care about your actual scalp health, your condition of your scalp. So we always start there. We start talking about why we should care about our scalp and why does it matter? Well, of course, all your hair is going to grow from your scalp. So if your scalp is not healthy, for one, your hair may not grow. So if your hair is not growing, of course, your hair is going to look a lot more thin. You're going to see a lot more of your scalp through your hair. Like if you're styling your hair, you start to see scalp through your hair. It's possible that you're already starting to experience some hair loss or some hair fall. If you're brushing your hair and your brush is full of hair, when you get done brushing your hair, it's possible again that your scalp is not healthy. So it doesn't always mean that your hair is not doing well. We always want to think about first, how can we ensure that our scalp is nice and healthy? One of the first things you can do to ensure that you have a very healthy scalp is to go to a licensed cosmetologist.
Remember how I'm always telling you to use a derma roller to grow your hair in if you have bald spots or your edges are thinning? This is our derma roller from Dr. TopicOils. Click the link below and get it today. Start growing your hair back today.
She can normally look at your scalp. She can normally tell you how your scalp is looking, if it looks flaky, if you have a lot of dandruff. Those things are definitely telltale signs of your scalp being dry and not being moisturized as much as it should be. So you want to make sure that you're going to see a cosmetologist. And then, of course, if you have any scalp issues, if you have any breakouts, any bleeding on the scalp, you want to see a dermatologist. So all of these people all work together to make sure that your scalp is healthy as well as your hair is healthy. And where we come in is we really try to help you to understand how you can keep your scalp healthy in a very natural way. We know that there's a lot of different types of ways that you can go about trying to bring your hair back or grow your hair in or keep your scalp healthy. And we really want to make sure that we're being very gentle with our scalp. At Dr. TopicOils, we really think that, a lot of times we use very caustic things on our scalp. And the way we look at it here is, your skin is soft, and if you're a male, you try to keep your skin as clean as possible. So would you put something on your face that will cause your face to burn? You wouldn't. Would you put anything on your face that will cause streaking or cause your face to be irritated or cause your face to have flare-ups or cause your face to have inflammation? You wouldn't do that. We're very gentle when we wash our faces with soap, when we use cleansers, even the makeup that we use, we want to use makeup that doesn't break us out. But we don't always put that kind of thought behind what we put on our scalp. And honestly, your scalp is an extension of your face. The skin of your face goes right into the scalp where your hairline starts. So why would we treat our face in a very gentle way and treat our scalp in a very more rough way, if you will? So we always suggest that when you start to wash your hair, so we'll talk about like kind of the beginning throughout. So the beginning part is really making sure that your scalp is clean. So you want to use a shampoo. We love sulfate-free shampoos. Some people, they don't really care about that piece, but there's a lot of studies that show that sulfate-free shampoos are really the best type of shampoo to use for your hair. It doesn't matter if your hair is curly or straight, but it's much more gentle on the scalp. So using a sulfate-free shampoo would be one thing that we recommend. We want to make sure that you're washing your hair often. You don't need to wash your hair and of course your cosmetologist can give you insight to this. People that have different types of hair may need to wash their hair more often if they create more sebum from the scalp. Whereas someone that has very curly hair, their hair and their scalp tend to be a lot more dry. And so you really want to talk to your cosmetologist to ask, hey, how much should I be washing my hair? How many times a week? And we definitely recommend washing your hair at least every 2 weeks, even if you have braided styles or styles that cover your hair, because in 2 weeks, your scalp has accumulated a lot of sweat from being, just your day-to-day walking around. If you exercise, your scalp is going to sweat. It sweats whether you think it does or not, just like your skin sweats, whether you think so or not. And so with your body, you take a shower every day. You get rid of that sweat. You get rid of that bacteria. You get rid of the layer of dirt that's on your skin. But if you don't wash your hair at least once every 2 weeks or every other week, you're basically accumulating all of that dirt, all of that bacteria. That sweat is just laying on your scalp. And when your scalp is in that condition, it's very easy for you to have an overgrowth of bacteria on the surface of your scalp. When that bacteria starts to grow, it can then lead to inflammation. And we all know that when you have inflammation on the scalp, it eventually will lead to hair loss, and sometimes even to different types of alopecia. So number one for us is making sure that you really cleanse your scalp, making sure that you do wash your scalp and pay attention to washing your scalp at least once every other week. So the second thing is, again, like I mentioned before, the conditioner is more so for your hair. The conditioner is not as much for your scalp because you have different types of hair. Curly hair may love to have more of a creamy conditioner. Hair that's more straight may like a different type of conditioner. So you want to make sure, again, to partner up with your cosmetologist and ask them, hey, what kind of conditioner should I use for my hair? What's going to be best? So for the conditioner, it's not as much for the scalp as it is for the hair, because the most important thing about having a healthy scalp is for it to be clean, for you to have a clean, dry scalp. So that's the second thing. So we talked about washing, talked about the importance of conditioner. The other thing that's super important is being able to massage the scalp and increase blood flow at the scalp. So you can do a massage by your hands if you want to just get in there and massage your scalp just while you're watching Law and Order, whenever you want to watch at night. Just while you're sitting there, just massage your scalp. We also have a manual scalp massage tool that we offer through Dr. TopicOils. I love this scalp massage tool because it doesn't pull or tug at your hair. It doesn't scrape your scalp. So you want to use something that's going to be gentle to the scalp and doesn't scratch the scalp and make scratches on the scalp. Because of course, if you get a scratch on your scalp, you may not even know it. But because of the dirt and the sweat and the bacteria that is just automatically going to be that's naturally on your scalp, that cut can easily become inflamed and become infected. So when you're using a scalp massager, you always want to make sure that your scalp massager is very smooth. You can feel the bristles and make sure that it's very smooth. I also like a Denman brush. And so that's something we can link for you here. But the Denman brush is really great also because it has kind of pliable teeth in the brush, but they don't tug the hair either. Or either a pick. I love using a pick because when your hair is longer or thicker, using a pick to get down into the scalp is much easier than a comb or a brush. And so those tools are really super simple to just pick up at Walmart or, Amazon. They have everything. And just pick up those tools to try to help you to be able to massage your scalp. And you should do this if you can remember to do it. It'll be great to massage your scalp every single day. That will be fantastic to do that every single day. That means that you're increasing that circulation at the scalp. It encourages the hair to grow. It keeps the scalp nice and healthy. So it'd be great if you could do a scalp massage every day or, Ask your significant other to massage your scalp. They probably would love to play in your hair and massage your scalp for you. But however you decide, it's great to massage your scalp every day. It will keep your hair much healthier. It also helps to move that sebum from the scalp area and move it up into the hair. So if you have oil that's laying down on the surface of the scalp and you start to massage, that oil would then kind of come down the shaft of the hair and then keep that hair healthy and pliable as well. So those are the reasons that we believe that, having a healthy scalp is really important. So the question was, why does having a healthy scalp really matter? So I hope that with this information, you're able to use what we suggested, figure out what works best for your own hair and your own scalp, and that we hope that you will have a healthy scalp and nice growing hair. This is Dr. Dwella Moten Nelson, your healthy scalp specialist. Thanks.